Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, thank you for clicking on this video, and I hope you will consider hitting that subscribe button before you leave. Today's video, we're going to talk about how to successfully host a slot pull while you're on a cruise. So if that's something you're interested in, stay tuned. Okay, so I get emailed probably 3 times a week asking me how I did my slot pulls, and I usually send out some information to help people that are interested in hosting it. And if this is something you're interested in, you can email me, ednabug75@gmail.com, and I can give you the rules that I use. But I'm going to try to touch on the topics here, and hopefully this will be helpful to you. You can also check the iCard for my slot pull video that I did when I was on one of my cruises. So basically, if you don't know what a group slot pull is, it's when you have a group of people, everybody puts in a certain amount of money, and you use that to put into a slot machine, and as everybody gets a turn, a set number of spins, and whatever's left in the slot machine after everybody spins, you split the money evenly. That's pretty much the basics of it. So I came up with a few ideas on how you can do this successfully. So let's get into it. Number one is to just find people that actually want to join a slot pull. And the best way to do that is to join the Facebook group for your specific cruise. All you have to do is go on Facebook and search groups for the date, the name of your ship, something like that, and you can find several groups and join the group, and then you would just basically ask people that are in there if they would like to join the slot pull. You can also try forums like Shipmate, the app on your phone. You can try Cruise Critic, their website. There's always different forums that you can go to find people that might want to join. Number two is to create a set of rules, and these rules need to be specific so people know exactly what's going to happen. Sometimes it can get a little confusing for some people, especially if they're not gamblers normally, but they just want to join and have some fun. So make sure that the rules that you send out are specific and that you follow the rules to the T once you're actually doing the slot pull. And like I said, if you want some ideas on what rules you should use, shoot me an email and I'll send it to you. Number three is to keep track of everybody that wants to join. What I have done is I always make a little spreadsheet, and it'll have different columns. So it'll be the person's name, their cabin number, and then it'll have, depending on the number of spins that we have, it'll have the spin totals, and then it'll have, you know, whether they paid or not. And that's just, it's just easier to have something written down, so as people are coming, you can just check them off. And I like to get their cabin number just in case I need to contact them, say if we have to change the time of the slot pull, or if I'm giving something out, or I just need to be able to contact you that way. Not everybody gets like the ship Wi-Fi and things like that, so if they're comfortable with you, then they'll just let you know what cabin they're in, just in case you need to contact them. Number four is, if you're the host, you should find out what the rules are if by chance you hit a jackpot. You know, there's things like taxes, how you handle it with the ship, if you're going to pay taxes up front, or if you're going to get the entire jackpot and then you pay the taxes at the end of the year when you file your taxes. Find out exactly how that works with the ship that you're on, so that way you can be aware and all of your players can be aware of what will happen if you guys hit a jackpot. Number five is to stay engaged with the people that are joining your slot pull. So if you're in a group and your cruise is coming close, just sort of every now and then pop on the group and get the morale going. You know, hey, we got 30 days until our cruise. Who's ready to win some money at the slot pull? Just, you know, don't just say, oh, I'm having a slot pull, and then expect people to show up. They're going to want you to be there, to be aware of that they want to be a part of it, You know, you're inviting people to join you, so you just want to make sure that you stay there. People might have questions, so always go back, you know, once or twice a week to the group and see if people ask any questions or things like that, just so people know that you're active and that you're ready to do this. Number 6 is optional. I think that if you're hosting a slot pool, you should probably get the ship's Wi-Fi, just in case somebody wants to get in touch with you, or just to be able to be on your group and give updates as they need to be given. Even if you only get the Wi-Fi for one day, you know, the day of the slot pool, I'm sure that, you know, if it's in your budget, it's really a good idea. Some of them have a chat feature that, you know, people can send you text messages or something, but you need to be accessible when you're the day of your slot pool. Number 7 is to ask for some goodies from the cruise ship. Sometimes you can go to the cruise director or the entertainment director or to the host of the casino and see if they have a little something that you could give away, maybe to 1 or 2 guests, or to the winner of your slot pool, or maybe something to the loser of the slot pool, like who has the least amount of spins or something like that, just as a special thank you for joining. And a lot of times they will give you something, even if it's like a little medallion or a deck of ship cards or a drink coupon. You know, just ask them and they will actually do it. If you are going on Carnival, you could actually contact John Hield, who is the senior cruise director for Carnival, and he's their brand ambassador. If you message him on Facebook like a day or 2 before your cruise, and tell him, hey John, I'm hosting a slot pool, I'm going to be on the Carnival Horizon May 3rd, we're going to do a slot pool, you know, he'll send you something that, or he'll make sure that the cruise director sends you something that you can use as a giveaway. Number 8 is another optional idea, but I think it's a good idea, and that is to make little gifts or little trinkets to give to everybody that joins your slot pool. I did these little goodie bags, and I just got some mesh bags from the dollar store, and I wrote up a little phrase, and I put inside the bag some Smarties candy, and it was like, you know, thanks for being a Smartie and joining my slot pool. I'll make sure I insert a picture so you can see it. But it was really fun. It was cute. It cost less than $10, and as people came up and signed their name and paid their money, I just gave them the little baggie and was like, thanks for joining. And they were just like, oh, this is so cute. You know, people will appreciate when you take the extra step to make them feel appreciated. So that's something you can think about. Number 9 is to get help. Find somebody that you trust that will help you collect money, that will help you keep order as people are coming in, keep track of the order of spins, the number of spins that they take. If there's somebody that you're cruising with, or throughout the group, if you know, as you're chatting with people, getting to know people, people are always willing to help. And you will find that if you have some people, like we had like 42 people or something like that, that's a lot at one time that's handing you money, and then you have to insert the money into the machine. So it takes a lot of time. So definitely get some help. Don't think you have to do everything all by yourself. People are very willing to help you. Number 10, you should arrive early when it's the slot pool. If you set it for 11 o'clock in the morning, you need to be there around 10:30 to scout out where you want to play. Typically with a slot pool, you'll play at a dollar machine that has some kind of bonus on it. I like to stick with Wheel of Fortune. It's easy, it's simple to understand, it's always a classic game. So you would have, you know, the dollar machine with the $3 bet spin. So if everybody's playing $15, then everybody gets, you know, 5 spins. So find a machine that's in an area where, you know, if you have a good number of people, everybody won't be so crowded, but you also don't want to be taking up aisle space and things like that. So even if it's the day before, go around the casino and just find a good machine that will work for your group. Think about the number of people you have and things like that, and then be there at least a half hour early. Secure your machine. Somebody might be on it, so you might need to find another machine, and then that way people will be able to find you. And also try to stand out, because even though you're talking to people on Facebook and everything, they might not remember exactly what you look like. So I wore bunny ears, and before we left I let everybody know, you know, look for me in the bunny ears, or you can have a meetup spot. Let's meet at the bar at 11 o'clock. That way you can sort of guide everybody to where it is that you want to be. But definitely have a game plan and arrive early. Number 11, you probably won't have a whole lot of success with it, but if you want to film it, you can ask the casino if you can film. You know, tell them you're not going to film the machine or whatever, you're just going to film the people. They probably will say no. I was able to film one of my slot pools with no problems whatsoever, but my next slot pool, we kept getting told that we couldn't film. So it really just depends on who's in the casino at the time. Some attendants will just let you do your thing if you're not harming anyone. So that's a risk that you want to take. If you ask them and they say no, then they might be watching you. So you can decide how you want to do it. If you don't want to film, at least snap a few pictures so that way you can put it on your Facebook group so people can see how much fun everybody had. Number 12 is to just be honest. You know, let everybody know from the beginning the rules. Don't try to change them up last minute. Don't try to, you know, take people's money or shortchange anybody. Everybody's there for the same purpose, to have fun, and by the off chance you get lucky and win some money, that's an awesome bonus. But it's really just about being together, having fun, meeting new people. So keep it keep it light, keep it fun, keep it honest. And the last tip that I have, number 13, is to just be excited about it. If you're excited, then the players are going to be excited. While you're playing, even if somebody spins and hits for $3, everybody should be, yeah, you know, cheer them on, get in there, do everything together, and you'll find that everybody's just having a great time. You will have a successful slot pool. Stay with it. It's going to be busy. I'm telling you right now, if you are the host of this slot pool, you are going to be very busy. So keep that in mind, but also make sure that you're having a great time as well. Don't make it all about the work. So I'm going to just give you a few ideas of the rules that I use, just so you can see how it goes. Because I do think it's very important to be clear on everything. So what I've noticed when I've hosted slot pools and when I've joined them, it's always been the standard. Everybody pays $20, and out of that $20, 5 of it goes into a side pot. 15 of it is for the actual slot machine. The side pot will vary depending on how many people join, but essentially what that is the winner's pot. So somebody is guaranteed to win some money from that $5 each side pot. The $15 goes into the machine. Everybody gets 5 spins. How the side pot works is, if we all have 5 spins, once you spin, we're recording. So if your first spin is you get nothing, you get 0. Your second spin, you win $15, we write that down. Third spin, oh, you got a bonus, now you won $75. We write that down. So after everybody has gone, whoever has the highest spin, highest single spin, or if you want to do it collectively, whoever has the highest amount after 5 spins would win this side pot. That's how that works. The $15 goes into the machine. Everybody gets 5 spins. Whatever's left after everybody gets 5 spins is what you would split equally. That's how that works. Whoever's hosting the slot pool would have their ship card in the machine, because you are the host. You are responsible for what's happening with the machine. When the whole thing is over and you go to cash out, you have to cash out to your card, and you have to take that to the cashier, get the cash, and then come back and evenly distribute it to everybody. That's why it's important for you to remember to put your card in the machine, because it's, you know, keeping track of everybody's spins and everything. Now, hand pays are done like if you hit $1,200 or more, and then so they would come and they would pay you by hand, and sometimes you have to sign a release. I'm not sure how it works on all the ships, what the amount is considered for that, but if so, what you could choose to do if you win a big jackpot is to take that 25% or whatever the taxes would be and have the casino take it out, and then whatever's left is what you would split. So that way you don't have to worry about it later on. Probably the easier way to do that. But the most important things is to make sure that as you're playing, which is what I've noticed, people that are on the ship that are in the casino, they're going to be curious. They're going to come over and ask questions. They're going to be like, what is this? I didn't see this on my, my ship itinerary. And they're going to want to join. But it's really up to you. But I would say once you take that first spin, do not let anybody else join. Just because you already have your spreadsheet, you already have everything counted, you have your side pot over here. Don't add anybody else in there. If people are coming over before you start and everybody's okay with it, sure, let them join in. But definitely once you hit that first spin, it's closed. Don't let anybody else join. It just adds more confusion than you need. This is a rule that you can decide if it works for you or not, but a lot of slot pools that I know of, they say you must be present to get any money owed to you, just because you're on vacation too and you don't want to have to chase anybody around. But that could be something that you decide for yourself. When I did mine, there were some people that had reservations, that some people that needed to go first because they had a reservation at the spa, or they wanted to go to a trivia or to a show. And I'm pretty easygoing, so I'm like, okay, that's fine. They took their spins. I circled their name to let myself know that they weren't going to be there at the end, which is the reason why I make sure I get everybody's cabin number. And so whatever money, I think we ended up with, like, everybody got $13 at the end. I got envelopes from guest services. I put those $13 in there. I wrote their name and cabin number. And then as I'm going through the ship throughout the day, if I'm on that floor, I will go to their cabin, slide it under their door, or I would tell them, if you see me, come get your money. And as I'm paying people at the end, I'm checking off everybody's name that got paid. So if I have 2 names left that haven't got paid yet, I have their money. I know I'm going to see them. I'm going to give it to them. But that's just if you decide you want to, take on that extra task of finding them later in the cruise to make sure that they get their winnings. Not everybody does it that way. Some people say you have to be there to get your money. If you're not there, then the host will just keep it as a fee. But that's totally up to you. You can decide if you want to do that. But the most important thing is, like I said, keep it honest. Let people know from the beginning, this is your rule. Stick to it. Alright, there you have it. Those are my ideas on how to host a successful group cruise slot pool. If you have any questions, definitely leave them in the comment section below. Send me an email. Let me know if you're interested in seeing a copy of the rules. And good luck. Have fun. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button before you go. Give this video a like, and I'll see you next time. Bye.